Okay, hi guys. So today we're going to be finding commission. You had two ways that you can pick how to solve these. You can use proportions or equations. In this video, we're going to talk about solving using equations. Okay, so if you would like to do proportions, go ahead and close out of this and go to the other video on Google Classroom. Just a reminder, the part is the is. Okay, so that goes here, is equal to the percent or decimal times the whole or the of. Okay? With commission, commission is the money earned by an employee during a business transaction. Okay? The amount of commission earned depends on how much success the salesperson is having, how much they are selling. So if you sell 5 items one day versus 3 items the next day, the day you sold 5 items, you're going to make more money in commission. Okay? And wages are the guaranteed amount of money that you're making. You can make that hourly, daily, yearly, depending on the policies at your work. Your wage does not increase or decrease based on your success of how much you're selling. All right, so like minimum wage, you might know, of like some maybe part-time jobs that you might have in your future while you're in school. Minimum wage, so you're making that $8 an hour regardless of how much you're selling. Okay. So we're gonna go down and talk about the steps in how to find your commission. Okay. So solving using equations. You're going to set up your equation with your information given. You're going to solve, you're going to isolate your variable and make sure that your percents are written as decimals. Okay, so we've practiced this before. You should know how to convert your percent to a decimal. Okay, and then steps 3 and 4 are above. So we're going to look up here. We see number 3, you're going to round to the nearest hundredth because we're dealing with money here. Hundredth. Here we go. Remember, so your nearest hundredth, it's like, so you're 50 cents. So over here we have like $0.50. So you're rounding to the hundredth because that's how money is with your cents. Okay, good, makes sense. Number 4. So sometimes commission is earned in addition to that wage, that money that you're making hourly or weekly. So in this case, you're going to add the wage to the commission earned. Okay? So you're not always going to have that step 4. That's only if you're adding to that wage. Sometimes you don't have a wage. You're simply earning money based on your commission. All right? So make sure you're reading the problem and you're knowing that you either need to continue on and add that wage or you're done with just your commission. All right, so we're going to flip our pages to the back and we have 3 practice problems here. All right, so we're solving using equations. So we're going to read our first question. We see here, Jared earns a 15% commission on everything he sells. He sold $467.80 worth of items. So how much commission did he earn? Okay, so we're trying to find that commission. So that's X. That's what we're trying to find here. And then we know he earns 15% in commission. So we need to convert that 15% to a decimal. Gotta move that over 2 spaces, remember? So we have 0.15 times our total amount, $467.80. So you're allowed to use a calculator here. So I want you to put that in your calculator, multiply those 2 together. When you do that, you should get X equals 70.17. So your commission earned is $70.17. That's your total commission. That's how much he's making based on that $467 that he sold in items. Okay? So we're going to look over at number 2. We see here, let's read the question. Shelly earns $200 a week. That's her wage. She's earning $200 a week, plus 8% commission on everything she sells. Okay, so in this sum, we're going to have to add in that wage at the end. If she has sold $356.75 worth of items, how much money did she make in total that week? Okay, so first we're going to work to find that commission that she made. So we need to set up X equals our percent in commission, which would be 0.08. We have to convert our percent to a decimal, times that total she earned in selling items, $356.75. And when you multiply those together in your calculator, you should get $28.54. So that's the commission. Okay? So we're going to set this up. Commission, that's $28.54. And her wages total is that $200 that she earns per week. Okay? So her total, in order to find that, we need to add these two together. So 200 plus 28.56, we get $228.54. So that's how much she would make in total for that week. Okay? So it's pretty easy. We can do that. For number 3, let's move down. We've got here, John has a new job at an electronics store. He has 2 options for how to be paid. He plans to work 7 hours per day, 5 days a week. So if we do 7 hours per day, 5 days a week, that's 35 hours a week, right? Multiply 7 times 5. So we have 35 hours per week. Okay? He also estimates that he can sell $3,500 worth of electronics per week. Which option would give John more earnings per week? All right, so let's look over. We've got option A. We've got an hourly wage of $16. So let's start with that. We've got option A. So we already determined up here 35 hours per week because we multiplied 7 times 5. So all we have to do there is our 35 times our $16 per hour. Okay, when we multiply those two together, we get 560. So the total wages there is $560 that he is making that week. So that's it. That's all we have to do there because he's not basing it off of commission. It's solely based off of the wages that he makes. Okay, so then we've got option B. Whoops. So with option B, he is making 16% commission on his total sales. All right. So when we set this one up, we have X equals because we want to find how much commission he's making. And we know that he said he thinks he could sell $3,500 worth of electronics, and he's making 16% commission. So when we turn that 16% into a decimal, we have right there, and he thinks he can sell $5,000 or $3,500 worth of items. Okay? When we multiply those two numbers, we end up with 560. X equals 560. So that commission that he would be making is equal to $560. Okay? So these are the same. So he could pick two make $16 an hour if he would like. He's going to make $560 that week. He could choose to base it off of the commission that he's making. He would also make $560. So these are the same. So he could pick whichever one he would like if he thinks he's going to sell that much to make that much commission. All right. So that's all for your notes today. Thank you.